our morning conversation. And this morning we're talking about the dailies. Because you know what? This non-step has got to end at some point. Daily Nation, Ghosts Paradise. Admission by authorities that rogue hospitals are trying to steal 10 billion shillings from Shah has revived past scandals involving fraudulent payments for ghost government workers in schools and health facilities. That's according to the Controller of Budget. The Standard, unmoved by outcry. There's a picture there of Murkomen, Duale, and Churchir saying they've survived scandals that would have ruined lesser men, from the looting of billions under their watch to questionable oil imports, high death toll from road accidents and serious human rights abuses. But Duale, Churchir, and Kipchum Murkomen remain untouchable, shielded not by performance but by their unbreakable bond with the president. In Ruto's inner circle, survival is not about service, it's about loyalty, and scandal is merely the cost of doing business. It's crazy, the Standard this morning. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, the Star, a citizen platform, 11 billion shillings missing amid ownership mystery. Contractual documents show private firms can uninstall the system if they so wish. You know, we can't carry on like this. I was asking Rodimo, he's never had a conversation about corruption with his children. As we are gone to Menda na Maji.
Where do you start with the children?
They are seeing it on TV. What do you think they're thinking in their heads? They're thinking that's the normal way. That's how to become a billionaire. So if you don't have that conversation, we have a problem as a nation.
Integrity.
There are two things I need from you this morning. Number one, how do you punish corruption if it was up to you? Number two, have you had that conversation with your child or your brother or your sister or your niece or your nephew? How did that conversation go? Because this thing has got to end. We are getting braver. We're getting more brazen. And I told you last week, that child who's 6, 7 years old today, by the time they are 18, the state this nation will be in, God help them. Aki, God help them. We are not going to normalize looting. It did not start now. It's gone on forever. So it's got to end. It's got to be controlled. China shoot you in public if you're convicted.
Firing squad.
Yes. If you ask me, we should do the same.
Brunei wanakukataga mkono. You know that?
Nani?
Brunei.
Yeah, Brunei. So everyone knows you're a thief. What should be the punishment? Number one. Number two, have you had that conversation with your child? It's got to end. Because they'll have no country to inherit. None. If you've got connections, you're going to have your way. If you don't, it's you and your God. Can't live like that. It's got to end. These headlines have got to end. Number one, what should we do to convicted looters? Number two, have you had that convo with your child? Why don't you give me a call to 0711-046-105? Let's have a candid chat today. What do your kids think about these things they see on TV and papers and on social media? Because they're consuming it. The day they think it's okay, Kwisha Kenya. Our Classic 105 Kenya or at It's Mine Kegeni. Hashtag is Mine in Kingangi or give me a call to 0711-046-105. Let's talk, because if we don't, we'll have a problem. We're talking about the state of our nation. You know, blatant stealing is crazy. I can't get my eyes off the Star this morning. 11 billion shillings missing off the e-citizen platform. There's an ownership mystery there, because contractual documents show private firms can actually uninstall it at will. This is the government revenue collector. The Standard, wow. 3 big cabinet ministers there who've survived scandals that have ruined lesser men, they call it. From looting billions under their watch to questionable oil imports, high death tolls, breach of human rights abuses. They are untouchable, shielded not by performance but by their unbreakable bond with the president. Wow. What about the Daily Nation? Ghosts Paradise. Controller of budget. Margaret Nyakango. Nenya? Nyakango. Documents how theft just runs rife. We know what happens in counties. One day you'll wake up and there'll be nothing in this country. And the person who I unfortunately feel that will happen to are those who are 4, 5, 6 years old now. How do we fight it? It's going to be punitive. It's going to be so punitive, you think twice before taking anything. Douglas Kiplagat saying corruption was normalized by our age mates. The young generation sadly have joined the league. I think we should have a deadly penalty when found stealing. Totally agree with you, Douglas. Shapaya Simba Sheldon saying our leaders and judiciary just sugarcoat the issue of corruption. There is no serious action. I am sorry, since when I was young Pale TV, they were singing corruption, corruption. I've come to realize to survive in Kenya, you must be corrupt and lazima utoe kitu kidogo ndio survive. Otherwise utabaki mtaani. That is a sad thing. Sad thing. Philip Madeka Wamboni, you've made a very good observation. You're saying, I don't know if we understand the power a single vote has. Because we can't continue like this. Enough is enough. The very fabric of our nation is being ripped apart. Can we see this? Hello?
Morning, Maina.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Kuna time nilikuwa nimepiga simu nikakuambia ufisadi yenye iko kwa NTSA ni ya kifahari sana. Mimi nilienda kuchange my driving license.
Yeah.
Itoke ile analog ikuje hii ya digital hiyo card.
Yeah.
Yangu ilikuwa na stamp karibu zote.
Yeah.
Na nikaambiwa kama nataka zirudi each stamp lazima nitolee extra 5,000 na nisiitishe risiti.
Yeah.
Sawa?
So what did you do?
So siniwachana naye. Why should I pay 5,000 for a stamp? Na siyo stamp inakuja kuendesha gari ama kufanya ile kazi yenye mimi nafanyanga.
So you don't have a license?
I have it, but sasa ilitoka tu ile ya kawaida BCE ya zamani ya BCE.
Wow.
Ufisadi yenye iko Kenya hata uwezi jua itaishia wapi. Unaenda kuongea na mwanafunzi umwambia asifanye mchezo shule asome na kuuliza tunasoma tunaenda wapi? Madaktari ndio hao wanashinda kwa barabara na haki zetu. Umeona mechanic wako kwa barabara akibeba mabango haki yetu. Tunatuambia tusome twende wapi?
Hapana.
So unamjaribu kumwambia wewe somo ukiwa naye ni mzuri, serikali nyingine inaweza kuja ibadilishe hii maneno. So unakuja unaangalia ile generation yenye tunawepo saa hii, si moja, si mbili, si tatu.
Okay.
Na isipochukuliwa hatua saa hii, Kenya kutakuwa kuzuri in the next 2 to 3 years.
Wow. Okay.
Na ndio unaona magenge imekuwa mingi. Because they know hakuna mahali tutatupeleka, hakuna mahali tutaenda. Watu wanaidua broad daylight, ukiangalia tu hivi na hakuna kitu naweza fanya. Because watu wameruhusu pale mbele.
Wow, okay.
Kampeni ndio hii imeanza. Mwanasiasa yote atakuwa na kuita na kupea 500. Wewe unaona ni kama ni favor unafanywa, but hujui ni pesa yako ya next year, next election inakuliwa saa hii. Hiyo ni development zako za next election unakula saa hii. Anyway, Mungu na sisi. Have a good day.
Wow. So 2 things I need from you. How do we punish corruption? Your suggestion. Number two, have you had this conversation with your little ones? We cannot pass on this disease to them. This monster called corruption. It's getting bigger and it's getting hungrier by the day. E-Citizen, 11 billion is missing. When the SHA systems went down, we feared we'd lost 10 billion shillings. The money is incredible. So its appetite is really growing. How do we deal with it? If it was up to you, how would you punish corruption? And have you had this conversation with your child? Because we're not passing this disease on to another generation. Abana. Apana. If you've got a child who's 5, 6, 7, 8 now, they will inherit a shell of a country. A shell. Philip Madega Wamboni is saying it's a problem that we've got, that everything is a calculated plan to steal. Everything is a calculated plan to steal from Kenyans. The systems are made that way. The procedures are conducted in that manner that at the end of the road, there must be money that's stolen. Hey, hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I wanted to contribute on this issue.
Please do. Please do. Go on.
Program.
Yeah.
I've been resisting on contributing, but today I said I must contribute.
Karibu sana.
Asante. Kenyani kuna namna gani?
Salama kabisa.
Now, this issue of corruption.
Yeah.
You know, we just talk.
Yeah.
We've been talking all the way until now. You know, it's reached a point I just said enough is enough.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. We are all corrupt.
Yeah.
We are all corrupt.
Yeah.
Now you're saying, have you discussed with your son or your children about corruption?
Yeah.
You yourself, or rather me myself, does my child know how I got my wealth? Is it transparent? For example, you know, I know Kingangi, he has a track record.
Yeah.
Well, look at our politicians.
Yeah.
Okay? Somebody gets into politics. Within a short while, a guy is driving a V8.
Yeah.
How did he get there? No track record. Mm-hmm. But now what I'm trying to say is the solution of all this corruption, why don't we as Kenyans gang up and get sensible people around him, the president I'm talking about, to get rid of all these corrupt people. He knows everywhere where the corruptions are. And there's no mercy. Otherwise, we'll just be talking. You see, he threw a bombshell in Parliament and everybody scattered. They started talking. That should continue with action.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is that bad. Corruption is that bad in this country. Everybody is doing it.
Okay. Thank you. Wow. What say you? Something must be done. We just can't keep on like this. We are heading to the abyss. We are about to fall off the precipice. We are on the edge of the cliff. You do not know how bad it is. When children start closing early because there's no money for capitation, problem, red flag. It's an issue that we can't ignore. And it's good we're having this conversation because it is something that if we don't discuss now, it's already gotten out of hand. It is. Kelvin Otoka saying civic education is important. Kenyans should know they are the boss. Everyone's got a role to play. What do you do if it was up to you? We need to make corruption so punitive that people think twice. That's got to be done. Number two, we need to have a conversation with the upcoming generation. Otherwise, we pass the disease on to them. Have the final word. Hello.
Good morning, Minor.
Good morning to you.
And as far as corruption is concerned, Lugu, we should look at the prospects of currently the government is even proud of corruption.
Yeah.
You find that the only thing that the president does is speak on the dais and saying, we are going to deal with corruption. Corruption is not going to be my legacy. Yet, you find, for example, ministers like Aden Duale, when they are asked of accountability, they even switch off the mic.
Yeah.
It is quite pathetic that right now we can speak of corruption, yet utasikia mtu akiuliza kama Sophia the First anakuja kufanya empowerment kwao ndio wapewe pesa. So waiting for money gotten via ill means to come and be given to you via handout, na wewe mwenyewe ndio unataka serikali yenyewe ikuwe without corruption. Unless you're not well. How can it be like, for example, unapatanga we have public participation forums.
Yeah.
We go. And if we are of the contrary opinion, the next participant or whatever suggestions you give, they are not taken through. How can it be that we want a corruption-free country, yet we have leaders who are morally corrupt? Unapata mtu kama former minister wa health anasema it's our time to eat. Na anaboast sana as if it is such an achievement. We have to start from the drawing board. Are your morals okay? And then there is no way we can be electing people who have corrupt morals and principles and expect them to change. How can you plant maize and expect to harvest watermelon?
Impossible.
You're not a magician.
Yeah.
So people, first of all, we need to start, just like former president was saying, when he was saying security begins with you. Even corruption begins with you. You have to check what kind of a person are you. Are you the kind of a person, utaenda, for example, to those quote-unquote government empowerment forums, and you're going to ask questions and you're not going to accept the money? Ama utakuwa, hey, wacha ni zetu, wacha zikuje. If you believe ni zenu haya basi, wacha basi wapore nchi, wakuletee. If that is the kind of mindset that you have. Ile siku maina utawakui handouts. Ile siku utapata, people are not scared of Subarus. They are going to speak whether a Subaru katakuja or not, because they know that is what is right. Ile siku utakuta, we are going to have people, they are not going to wait to be fired when they have gross misconduct, but they are going to resign. That time is when the country will grow. But sasa unaongea about corruption, hata unakuambia unangoja hiyo, kuna zingine zitakuja. I'm going to tell you this, Minor, for a fact, and you can take this to the bank.
Yeah.
There is no other regime that is going to be more corrupt than this. Ngoja kwanza aondoke hivi 2027, and then we are going to have a new change of government. Uone zile scandal zitatokea. Ujue sahi kuna gag. Sahi unaenda kuongeongea kidogo unakutwa. Ngoja sahi ile watu watakuwa wakijua that there is no fear behind. There is nothing to chase. There are no ghosts behind them. Utasikia scandal, utashtuka, utakuta hata pampa ya mtoto utakuta imetoka from someone who is in this government right now. Have a good day, brother.
Wow. Please think about it. Because where we are headed, I promise you, is not a good place.